Hiya, welcome to the first video in the Getting Started with Warboard series of videos. In this video, I'm going to give you a quick overview of what Warboard is, what it does, what it doesn't do, how it works, and a quick overview of the interface. In the link below, there's some more detailed videos for specific functionality like uploading a report, managing issues, producing a PDF report. All those items are covered in more detail in following videos. The purpose of this video is to give you a very high level, quick overview of what it is, what it does, and get you started on it. So Warboard is a tool which was developed in-house by BIM Technologies. It's been used on some of the biggest projects in the UK. Facebook's new offices, the Brent Cross Shopping Centre, the Victoria Gate Leeds. It's been used on some quite large projects for the last couple of years. Stuff like Wimbledon Court number 3, the new roof, as well as various smaller projects as well. It's an in-house tool developed by BIM Technologies to help them produce and report upon issues more efficiently and quicker. And what's happened is over time is as we've used this tool with design teams and contractors, we've been asked, can they use it on their own projects? So we decided about a year ago now to commercialize this product and release it for everyone to use. So that's what we've done, and we're going to jump into the software, but it's an online tool which is a dashboard for issue management on a construction project. All cloud-based, and it allows non-technical stakeholders to actually view the information which would be typically locked down in software like Navisworks and kind of hidden away from certain team members. So it's an objective look at the current status of the model, its history, and kind of, I suppose, reporting upon coordination aspects of the model. So what we're going to jump into now is the Warboard itself. So if we open this actually incognito, just to make sure I'm using the latest version, because we have development versions, etc. So this is warboard.co.uk. You can sign up to different plans. There's a free version. So if you want to sign up and get started, it's completely free of charge, and that allows up to 50 issues. So you can upload a report or 50 issues completely free. If you want any more than that, then we've got you got the different plans, and the plan prices is basically unlimited projects, unlimited issues. The only difference is how many users. So up to 10 is £50 a month, 25, £100 a month, and it gets bigger depending how many users you want to add to the project. So if we log in to Warboard, it will take me to my dashboard. So I'm going to give you a quick tour of Warboard. I'm not going to get into too much technical detail or all the features. I'm going to give you a very whirlwind overview. So at the top of my dashboard, I've got how many projects I'm working on, any new messages, and how many tasks have been assigned to me. So as you can see down here, these are my pending tasks. So across all these projects I'm working on here, these are the issues which has been assigned to me. So this might be the BIM coordinator or the information manager saying, sort this out. And again, I can see the issues, I can comment on it, etc. What I've got here is my profile, and what I can do here is go and update my personal information, my company information. So if I want to update a new logo in here, I can just upload an image. And this is the image which appears on all reports on Warboard. So again, on our freemium version, it will always say Warboard on the reports, but when you upgrade your account, it's fully white labeled to your own company on all reports, and various other settings like end of day email, etc. I can upload a new image, etc. What I've got down here is the projects which I own. Now, these projects are ones I've created. I'm the admin of these projects. Now, there's two types of projects in Warboard. There's projects I own that I can invite people to collaborate on, or there's projects which another organisation's created when they invite me to collaborate on. And I'll explain a bit more about that in a second. What I've got up here is I can create a new project, and if I click that, there's a pop-up asking us some information in there. Project name, project description, Navisworks plugin, Revit plugin, etc. And then what report style we want to use. And I'll cover these report styles a bit later on in this video. Upcoming events, so across all the projects I'm working on or projects I'm assigned to, any upcoming events that I should be aware of. I'll show you this when we get into the project dashboard, as well as any tasks which have been assigned to me. So that's my dashboard. It's kind of my overview across all the projects I'm working on of events, tasks, etc. If I click on all projects on the left, what I'm presented with here is all the projects I own. And because I'm down as an admin, I'm seeing all my team's projects on here. So you can see I'm seeing, I'm not working on all these projects, but our BIM Technologies teams are. All the projects I own. Then on the right, I've got projects I'm following. Now, these are projects which another organisation's created and they've invited me to collaborate on. So these are ones people have invited me to, these are ones I own. And again, in here, I can create a new project, same dialog box as before. In company, with our enterprise tier, what we get is manage users. So I'm the admin for the BIM Technologies team, and I can add new members to this project. So again, you have your organization, you can add members to your organization, etc. So now let's go to a project. What I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down to projects and I'm going to go into Project Macallan. And again, if I wanted to invite users to this project, I'd click Manage and invite some users. These are everyone working on this project. I'm not going to show this in this video. There'll be a follow-up video called Creating a Project and Adding Users and Getting Started. That'll be in the video after this one. So let's go back to projects. Let's go to Project Macallan. And let's click Open. Now, when you do this, it takes me to my project dashboard. And this is a snapshot of where the project currently stands. So within the BIM coordination process, it's normally a fortnightly process, sometimes monthly. New models are getting brought together, you're getting clash detected, and a report's being produced. What this dashboard does is report upon that. So you can see every time a report's uploaded, we report upon new, active, resolved. We give the latest information about where the model is as it stands today. We give an overall view of how coordinated it is. And this is quite important, this top chart, because a lot of stakeholders on the project just want to know, is the coordination process going in the right direction? And this chart shows that. So you can see the blue, which is resolved items, is going up. And that's a good sign. If this blue line was going downwards, it means it's kind of we're getting more issues in the project and you're not getting resolved. But the fact this is going up is good news. And the number of new items is going down, apart from a couple of blips where trade packages have come in. So you can very quickly see kind of the timeline of the project, and it allows people to understand that. This is the snapshot of where it stands as of the last report uploaded. And then it gives us a status based off all the data Warboard's collected about how coordinated it is. And I'll explain a bit more about this later. It's a traffic light system. Red, poor, green, okay, orange, okay, green, good. And then what we get is a bit about the project. Again, I can go and upload an image, change the titles, delete it if I want to from there. I can view a report. So if I click View Report, it goes and produces a report. And unlike the Navisworks report, this is quite pretty. So you can see full page image, title page, a stats summary page, who's got the most issues outstanding, how detailed the model is, a hyperlinked title page, and then it goes into each individual issue, brings through the comments, the grid locations. So it's pulling through a lot more information to make it a lot more visual, these full page issues. We do have other report styles where we squash 3 issues onto the page. Completely up to you. We've got different report styles depending on your project. So really nice PDF production of the issues for people who might want an email with that information in. What we also report on is model complexity. So this is the number of attributes in the project. So we're not just tracking how many new, active and resolved issues there are, we're also tracking the complexity of the model. And this is important. The reason this is important is You might have a model with 10 issues, 10 clashes, and there might only be 100 elements in that model, 100 objects. That's a really bad coordinated model, because out of 100 objects, 10 of them clash. That's badly coordinated. Yet you might have a model with 1,000 clashes, 1,000 issues, and there might be 2 million objects in that model. That's actually quite a good coordinated model. So we need to understand the model complexity when we're talking about how well the model is coordinated. And this data here is used for example, to calculate items such as this. It also gives you quite a good overview of what's happening with the project. So if I was the information manager on this project and I saw this drastic drop in number of attributes, I would be asking the question why. Because what this is saying is the model's got a lot more less geometry in it, or less objects in it, which means it looks like one of the files is missing, or one of the trait packages has been omitted, or something's definitely worth asking the question there. What you get down here is the different companies working on the project and who's got the most outstanding issues. So this is kind of the naughty boy list. You can very quickly on a project as an information manager see who's resolving issues, see who's not, see who's got the most issues assigned to them, and start to understand that a bit more better. And again, all these charts and this information comes out on the PDF report. We get the history of kind of the uploads, new, active, resolved over time. And we also get the project diary. So if I wanted to add a new event in here, I could go and add an event. It would appear on everyone's home page on the dashboard who's working on this project. Now, more interestingly, what I can do is I can dive into more information. So this is the overview page, but I actually want to understand what these issues are. So there's 16 new issues, 15 active, and 255 resolved. I want to understand what those issues are. So what I can do is click on clash tests. It'll then pull through from whichever software platform you're using, Navisworks, Celebri, BCF. Again, videos down below on how you sync this data into Warboard. Pulls through all this information. So what I can do is I can say MEP versus structural steel. Let's go and have a look at that. And we can kind of go in and look at the issues in here and kind of, okay, let's go and have a look at this. So you can see the team, anybody working on this project can log into Warboard. We can assign this to a team member. We can put a date it's got to be resolved by. We can put a priority, high, medium, or low. And if I assign this to me, for example, and I put a resolved date of Saturday, and I put high priority and save that, that'll appear on my dashboard as an issue I need to resolve. I'll be emailed and notified, etc. I can put a comment on. It's a test comment. Save that. You can see that's now being assigned to me. So this issue will now be on my dashboard. If I go back to my dashboard and scroll down, it will be on. Take a second, but it will be on here. What we can do now is we can also go to projects. We can go back to Macallan. And if we go back into the clash tests here, and let's go back into this one. We can also view the objects which are involved. So it's given us the element IDs of these objects, what layer they're on, if it's coming from a certain platform, etc. And we can actually use these element IDs to go and find the items in the model. But it does pull through the grid location, the clash points, etc. as well. And any comments which is added to here automatically goes in the PDF report, which I showed earlier. And we've also got a really cool filter. So if I wanted to go and find clash 201, I could type 201 and it pulls through up any clashes which are assigned with that. Or if I wanted any issues which are on the roof, or let's search for roof. There you go, anything which is on the roof level. So it's a very quick way to find clashes. If you want to phone somebody and the contractor's saying, I want to talk about clash 201, type it in, it takes you straight to it. We also have full history. We call it teleportation, timelining. So what we can do is we can go back in time. This is the current status as of when the model was last uploaded, which is normally a weekly, fortnightly, monthly process. But again, I can go back and look at any other date, any other upload, and kind of look at the issues back then. So I can go back in time to look at old issues. It's not just the latest information, it's got full timeline and capability. And again, I can add custom clashes. So if I wanted to upload just an image and add this, I can go and upload a clash. Let's go to pictures. This isn't the way you'd actually want to do it, to be fair. You'd use one of our plugins or use XML and pull all the data up in one go. And you can actually click upload, it'll upload that to the project, it'll appear in your reports, etc. On there. So let's go back to overview. And again, if I click back on report now, any comments I've added to this will appear. So it's a really good way to and again, you can go and print this document. So the idea of Warboard, it's opening up, it's making this information visible by anybody with a web browser. And from an information management BIM coordinator point of view, instead of having your really kind of dry, boring Navisworks reports with the tiny little images, you get really, really nice reports with stats, with history on, with big full-blown images of the issues, with all the comments, with the grid locations, which is a million times better than the out-the-box reports that the software such as Celebri and Navisworks produces at the moment. So again, really nice reporting. It's dashboarding for issues on a project. It does a lot more other things and all. I'm not going to be able to get into them all on this video, but this is an overview of what Warboard is, what it's designed to do. And if you want any more information, some videos down below telling you how to upload issues from Navisworks, from Celebri, telling you how you can use the commenting feature, etc. And there'll be more videos added in future. So this is Warboard. If you've got any questions, check out warboard.co.uk or sign up for a free account at the same address and give it a test. We'd love to know what you think.